Well, it's an absolutely beautiful day, so putting horses out. Starting with Roni at the back because Ruli's already out, and work my way up. Hopefully this will be interesting today. And that's everybody. Putting everybody out at once today. Rue's a lot better, so we're feeling a little more confident about how he's going to do, but I will kind of keep an eye on Luke, you know, 'cause he's kind of pesky. But let's observe some horses. Finally, everything, all the stars have aligned. Having time available, having the right weather, having all the horses. Holy smokes. What is she doing, eh? What a goof. Just runs around, kicking everybody. It's like a baby horse. Just trying everything out on everybody. Tanner says no. Sort of. Whoa, that's a lot of sand. I wonder if she knows she's kicking up sand. You know, like, I spray sand on you suckers. Comes Roni. Says orange horses reunite. Well, oh gee, see, look, I've already got to go hassle these guys. What we don't want is for Rue to have to kind of do a whole pile of turns and stuff. So we're going to get Luke to kind of go do something else. Come on, I can't leave him out if you're going to do that. He already knows. Countless times I've chased him off of... What the... He does it all by himself anyways. He says, no caresies, I'm feeling way better. So that's good. A day after the storm, emergency horsey check. It's a big deal. Get out, make sure everybody's okay. Certainly not breaking down any fences, nor the trees. What is she thinking? But there was a pile of cleanup, lots of little branches all over the place, and of course all the usual. So now we've got all 7 horses in for now. We'll see. Again, you know, we're accommodating for this guy just to be sure. I think I've mentioned before, he's got a past ligament issue going on. Not entirely sure exactly what it's all about, but bottom line is that horses can, and they don't seem to care, but they can kind of injure themselves, and then they're like, yeah, whatever, and they just kind of go on with life. You know, he'd be just fine, but we want him to be stronger, so he's have a little time off and all that stuff. But socialization is very important, at least I feel it is, and there's plenty of good information out there about that. Really says no, don't even try it. What a goofball, eh? She's fun. Well, let's go over there, split them up. If I have to keep this up too long, one of them is coming out. I know you guys are good buddies, but you can't chase them around anymore, Luke. You have to leave them alone a little longer, okay? Yeah, just a bit longer. Go play with somebody else. Not him. Go elsewhere. Go. Good. Okay, moving on. Give a little protection for Rue. He may not need it, you know, it might be kind of a little bit over exuberant. But better safe than sorry. So we've got a gorgeous day today. Just, what the? Lena's been knocking that thing over every time she's in here. Let's put it back up. Lena, why you gotta knock over the whip barrel all the time? There you go. She almost looks offended. Jeez. Doesn't work with me either. I don't think it works with Lena. So you can't push any of the girls around. Doesn't work with Ruli, doesn't work with Lena, doesn't work with Nanners. Back to the barrel. And she's off. Oh, here we go. Our bays are busy. Nana sure loves that bridge. These two have been co-grooming a bit more. Just gonna knock it over. Here it goes. Does she knock it over because she's scratching on it? I guess there's a bit of water in there from all the rain. Yep, full of water. It's a lot of rain last night, a lot of wind. And then of course we get this gorgeous blue sky with a tiny bit of clouds. Day, we're supposed to have nice weather tomorrow. What is tomorrow, which is supposed to be pretty good. So who knows? If timing works out, we'll be back out here again. Because why not? It's nice observing horses. They're eating up all the little branches that have come off the cedar tree that I didn't quite clean up. Little bits of moss, some branches, they just nibble away. Very normal for horses. Great part of their diet. Just chew on random stuff. See, they just... Let's get a little closer. Just chew the moss off, maybe the whole twig. Seems to be tasty. And it cleans up the arena. These guys are fantastic little vacuum cleaners. Look at Nanners going to town on that piece. So, yeah, a varied diet. I'd like to just chuck them all into the forest, to be honest. If I could fence off that forest and let them roam around some, I think I would. I think that'd be fun. Yeah. One day. It's always been in the plans. What the heck? Oh. She says, boy was I thirsty. This barrel of rainwater is the best. Very interesting, these horses. They'll happily drink out of these barrels way more than a bucket that, you know, I've said a million times, when you got an arena or a loafing area or a turnout area or something, wherever horses are for that matter, actually, they should have fresh water. Even if they don't have food, they should have fresh water. These guys either have these barrels. I guess it's Lena's turn. Just a horse with her head in a barrel. It's totally normal. Here comes trouble. If they don't do that, then they go over to where Luke is. And this is an interesting spot in my arena. I wouldn't say this is by design of any sorts. But this area is full of springs. There's tons of them all over the place. One of them's here. And they will drink this dry, like he's doing. And then it fills back up. Not too much playing, boys. I'll block Luke a little bit, but yeah, this spring water, they'll easily drink this up. I guess it's just tastier. No chlorine. Just trying to wash down all that moss. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, and then I'll always have a supply of water kind of thing. But they'll do exactly what Lena's doing. They'll choose the barrel with a little spring water over here. The pond is also, if you're new here, just beside that tree, or go take a look. There's a pond, and that pond has a spring underneath it. And the only reason you kind of know these things is because they're perpetually full of water, even in the summertime. The pond never empties, ever. It's always full of water. I don't fill it. I don't go about putting water in. These guys just nibbling away. Nom 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 nom. What she's thinking. Leave me alone. Yeah, here's the pond. And always full. I mean, in this season where it's perpetually raining, that is definitely not a problem. Yeah, it's like just eat whole twigs, no problemo. So, horse behaviors. I've been doing an awful lot of studying lately, as mentioned in my hiatus video. I took a week off to learn and study and observe and watch and listen. And if there's anything that I've really come to the conclusion on, it is 100% the horse is the best teacher ever for horse stuff. Because we can analyze and we can think about it and we can anthropomorphize, you know, essentially apply our human thoughts and feelings on them. But for the most part, you know, horses are horses, as they say. And the best material to learn from is objective material like video. Or pictures, but pictures are still kind of static, hard to really learn that very well. And how they interact with each other, what do they do, what do their ears do, what do their eyes do, and sooner or later we can get a feel for it, get some instinct, get some learning sort of through osmosis, not necessarily trying to define every single movement, but understanding particular movements, particular expressions. And not that it doesn't help to have some clinical people or, you know, science-based sort of observations and documentation done that we can learn from. But man, there is no comparison to just being out. Look at that, there was some movement right there. Luke had to move because Ohana told him to. He shot forward. Here comes Lena. She's talking to me. Oh, nope, maybe not, right? See? Maybe so. What's Rue doing? But all these things, all these times, all this experience we get beside them and around, oh no, around them, is what I feel is the absolute best teacher ever. There's a bit of discussion out there going on concerning this, and it's very interesting. I've talked about it in my book review of evidence-based horsemanship briefly. That's a short review. I'll do another one. But in there is a pile of theory. I believe it's theory. I would call it theory. Any academic would probably call it theory. Because all sciencey stuff, proper science stuff, is backed up with reference material, peer-based reviews of said hypothesis. Gotta be careful with these guys. Don't go playing too much. Such a nice shot too. Hey, with the sun in the background, looks fantastic. But if they just want to co-groom a little, I'm okay with that. I think it's one of those things that is great for. Oh no, Luke, come on, buddy. Just groom a little. If he starts chewing on his legs, I'm gonna come in. It's enough. Let's cut Luke off a little if we can. We can't. We're too fast. But he knows I'm gonna send him because I've done it a lot of times. I would like Rue to be out with everybody. And I do believe that socialization has been proven to improve the mood or the emotional or mental stability of horses as they want to work things out. So this year is a year of being cautious of how I word my words. The majority of the time it's going to be my belief, but once in a while there's going to be some stuff that I believe has been backed up by actual science, and then we say to ourselves, well, how does that help us? How does it help to be backed up by science? Well, it lets us apply some logic, some repeatable techniques that get results or don't get results. Hello, Roo. How's it going, buddy? What's happening here? See, Nanners is making some movement. Roo's getting a little worried. He's kind of pushing on me a bit, which means he says, let's get out of here. Danger, danger. But there is no danger. We're good. Watch these three eat. 3 horsey butts. What do you want? What is it? Hi. You're out of focus. Too close. Lens doesn't work. But what are we looking at? Right, 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 ear, half an eye, nose twitching, all that stuff. We can get some of that information out there because others have spent the time and energy to study and understand. And science gives us, hopefully, some good repeatable data. How nerdy is that, eh? Essentially what we're doing is we're trying to figure out what works and doesn't work through multiple horses, multiple environments, multiple people. You know, something really basic. Let's see. Let's do something super basic. So I've got Roo here, and I'm going to place my hand here. And what does the horse do? Well, this guy stares at it. If I make a nose, there's some ideas here. There's some theories here that when your hand's like this, kind of like a dog when dog training, it's like a mouth like this, closed, will come for a fist bump. He avoids it. I'm back up. See, too many variables now. Too many variables. Hi, buddy. I grab his ear. What does he do? Oh, here comes his butt. Why does his butt come over? Because he's so used to scratching. That is a repeatable thing for all the horses here. They all know how to get butt scratches. A lot of trust. Horse behaviors. How to, you know, what does it mean when a horse does that? Well, usually they're going to roll. Let's back up a little. Get out of his space. Is he going to roll? It's got a twig. So, you know, for everybody who watches these videos, I want to, you know, I really want to stress that I do these so that you don't actually have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to anything I have to say. You get to just observe, and this is objective. This is real objective evidence, if we want to call it that. You know, short steps, he's going to roll, he's thinking about it, a little bit of a turn, his feet are coming together, his nose is down, all good indications, he's about to go down. There he goes, knees are bending, bam, back end comes down, poof, tail shakes, almost always, and it's time for a good roly-poly. Right? If you've watched this channel enough, you would know and expect that. How to tell when a horse is going to roll. And off he goes. Yeah. There's theories on why horses get up and run around a little bit and buck and do all kinds of stuff. They are just theories. We all get to kind of believe our own things through this objective material, non-subjective, meaning we don't just place our opinion and our thoughts on it. It is literally what it is, and you get to do what you want, but we can't possibly know what they're thinking. Why do they do it? Why is he staring at Luke? There goes a step. Is he thinking of food? Is he thinking, can I have a piece of that? It's like beef jerky for horses. Bit of bark. So we observe, we learn through that osmosis, tons and hundreds of hours of understanding the basics. When is a safe time? When is a danger time? No. Jousting. Now I'll step in. So just the neck, please. As long as Luke doesn't start reaching for the legs. There's no co-grooming allowed, it seems. Or at least not the grooming that Rue's doing, or Luke's doing. There's a stomp of my foot. And you can observe, what are they doing? What's Rue doing? And he's got to keep me in his sight, one side or the other. There's another stomp by me. Luke's learning. Rue's going with him a little. So, based on what we do, based on what they do, we learn because we can. It's nap time, I believe. I think everybody's going to have a little nappy nap. I didn't ask them, I don't know it. I'm not a mind reader. But sunny days, everybody's a little lazy, not really doing much. We can discern. Probably going to sleep a little. Rue's drinking water. Loves it. Look at him. Just drooling everywhere. See if he goes for a second drink. I'm curious. Nanners is telling Luke where to go. So leave me alone. He just wanted to doze. Bite him, Nanners, bite him. Rue's moving. He says I better move off of the barrel. Those two are coming over. He's a very, I wouldn't say docile, but he's definitely a very giving horse. He's not up for a fight per se. You know, definitely not really a troublemaker, at least not here. Just a beautiful day though. Unbelievable how blue the sky is. I haven't seen a blue sky like this in a long time. So what are these guys doing? Ruli's having a good nap. She's got everybody in here with her now. I've had a few people ask if they missed something about why Ruli's in the arena more now. And the answer is you have missed something. In a couple of videos I explained how Ruli, as we know, sort of paces a little in her paddock. Ah, geez. And we've tried all kinds of stuff to see if we can get her to settle down, and it's not, you know, sometimes it seems a little worse than others. And I have a theory on it. Wouldn't really say that I know for sure why, but she just does. So with everything sort of exhausted, I thought, well, maybe since she's in a paddock that I can kind of connect up the paddock and the arena back there. I thought I'd connect up the paddock and the arena. And more often than not, she will not be in her paddock. And she has become calmer. I think so. And now she just looks dozy. Just a sleepy horse. Why won't this thing focus? Come on, camera. So, hopefully happier. She's free to go as she chooses. I think that's a good thing for her. And everybody around her thinks it too, so we're lucky here. Have that little bit of variability of being able to switch things around or move things around. The idea of this place was always to be a little bit of a paddock paradise, which means that I can actually connect most of these paddocks all the way down, and then the back two paddocks are an island of their own. Everybody's pretty chill, except for these two. And that would allow the horses to kind of move around freely, socialize a little bit more, which is what we want. Makes for happier horses, more content. They get to talk and touch and... Luke. Bite him in the ear, Roo. Look at that. He was trying to get him in the eyeball. Nice to watch. I enjoy watching the horses socialize. See if we can get a little closer. Especially the beard trimming. Might be able to, if I come around the other side, I bet we'd have better lighting. When it's super bright like this, the camera has a hard time figuring out exposure, meaning how bright it should make the picture. So these guys are pretty dark. And the sun's coming from this way, so that's a little better. Or not. Something like that. Can't get too much of the trailer in, or the sky. Beard trimming, a little co-grooming of the beard. Whoop, let's move it in. Takes control of the barrel. My barrel. So we observe. What are they doing? Why? Don't know. Got no answers for this. Talking with their eyes and their ears. I don't think they're in focus anymore. There we go. What is he doing? Looks kind of stretched out. I mean, he's really extending out. Great exercise for them as well. This type of socializing, playtime socializing. Mind and body. I actually think Rue's very good at this type of play. I could just watch this all day long, or at least I could. I've had a few people mention that. Just watch the horses all day long. Wonder. I mean, Luke's got 1 foot back. He could step forward. Oh, what have you done, Rue? You knocked all the water out. It really calls for slow motion, doesn't it? I don't have that camera on me at the moment. We gotta settle for normal motion. He's moving. Okay, we don't want any of that trouble. Sorry I gotta break you up. Go do something different for a little bit. Off you go. Yeah, like a horse parent. Looks like, okay, who else can I pester? Guess I'll work on this brown one over here. If Nanners doesn't kick him, I'd be surprised. He's received a few boots recently, straight to the chest. Nice, none the worse for the wear. There's a lot of yawning. Why yawn? What's he doing? His eyes are closed while he does this. How come? I often wondered if horses know how and where to sort of massage. Hey, you seem a little tight on the hamstring there. Let me help you out. Nope. So we'll make this one a little bit longer, I suppose. Give you guys something to chew on. A little bit of material to say, hey, I think I learned something today about something. At the very least, just watching. Oh, here he comes. Have I given him the indication I want him to come over? I've kind of curled around a little bit. I could pet him. Say thanks for coming over. Nice and shiny. Look at these shiny locks. Horses all day, every day. But for the most part, everybody's just taking it easy. Not much to watch. When he's gone over to Roo. Are my boys gonna play? Oh yeah. It's on like Donkey Kong, man. Get him, Roni. I don't mind if these guys play like crazy. Not at all. Somebody's behind me. Hello. I'm gonna watch the boys a little bit more. Somebody's still creeping up behind me. Hi. Sorry, I'm very busy right now. She's gonna go to the boys and break up these shenanigans. Rue's not, or not Rue, Luke's not really being overly assertive with Gracie. I think it's probably because she can kick his butt. Hard to say, she's very fast. And she yells a lot. Roni's chewing on Luke while he's trying to communicate with Gracie. Oh, here she comes. Everybody move! Clear out! Arabian, ready to fire. Just gotta go get Rue as well. Move on, brown horse. Ah, playtime. The best time to learn horsey behaviors, in my opinion. How Luke just cut off Roni. It's important. Cutting off the drive line of a horse. Drive line meaning the line that they are walking or moving in, or thinking of moving in would be a drive line still as well. These guys are so much fun. I swear I gotta stop this and just go get the slow-mo camera pretty soon here. Oh, he's moving. Roni's taking to chewing the back of Luke's leg. Oh man, everybody's got to knock over the barrels. See, the only problem is, and a few people have mentioned it and made some suggestions here and there, is that as I walk around and talk and do things, I am influencing them. And I hope that sooner or later that when I... What is Rooney doing? What's he doing? Why is he doing that? In case you're wondering where Roo is, he's right here. Get him, Roni. Bite him. Says, okay, I'll try. Horses are funny creatures sometimes. There we go. I'm on the wrong side. Can't see much. Back up. Make a little space just in case. Okay, where's the water? Oh, Gracie's coming in. So bring it up. She's moving, she's going. Whoa, here comes Roo. Stay away, buddy. Ah, that's an absolute no-no. Go somewhere else. Hey, leave him alone while he's around me. Gotta be assertive here and there. Say, look, I am a safe spot for horses to hang out. Horses want to hang out with me. That's where they get no trouble. Let's watch the boys some more. I'm just gonna hang out next to Roo. Don't play with the camera though. Stop it. I'm too zoomed in. Jeez, here she comes again. Why? She want to get in on the action? She bored? Oh, there it goes. Now you guys have no barrels to play with. Just a lot of back and forth. And you say, well, who's the winner? Who's the lead horse here? What, Roo, come on, man. Hey, no. We'll boss everybody around. Or something. Is it bossing? What is it? What's my Hannah doing? She better not be chewing on the stairs. Not even paying attention. I think she's just getting some sun, to be honest. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not that interesting. But this is what they do. This is what horses just give them a little freedom, and then they're like, oh, I guess I'll just stand around and... Hi, Lena. What can I help you with? As if I couldn't guess. Says, ah, great. Thanks, human. The good work. No. Yeah. Very closely, very close. Can't see anything other than you. Sniffing, checking the ground, who was here, who rolled. Getting the butt. It's nice to see them playing with inanimate objects. Question is why? What's interesting? Trying to get the water out? What's Lena looking at? She's looking that way. Watching the boys? What are we doing? I don't know. That might be about it. I've got a bunch of things to do. I think we're getting on close to an hour. Chilling out with these guys. Nanners is moving in. Looks like she's needing some scratches. Oh. Rooney might be tough, but he's not that tough. It's a tail movement. Stay off my side so much. Usually. Oh, okay. Just go higher. Currently hiring a professional bud scratcher for this. Willing to pay in smiles and hugs, courtesy of this fur ball. Oh. No time to cheat yet, keep moving. There it is. The first horse to have a sleep. Or is he just rolling? I think he's going to stay down, but that's just my instinct. Could be wrong. One more roll. Yep. Such a funny sound. Alright everybody, it's a gorgeous day. I'm really glad to be able to get out here and just watch the horses. You know, hang out a little bit with them, watch them, wonder what they're thinking, what they're doing. Somebody's chewing up a tree over that way somewhere. All the horses are listening. One horse looks, they all look. Rue's taking point. He's the brave one. So we said there's a fine line between brave and stupidity. Oh, Lena's looking. Gracie's looking. She's wondering what everybody's looking at. They're all looking. Rue says, forget it. There's nothing there. Oh, okay. Okay, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for popping in to watch a little bit of the horses. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you got a horse, go out and hang out with them. Observe, watch, play. Such a nice day. Okay, see you guys again tomorrow.